where complex AI gets clear. This is AI Relativity.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today is June 17th, 2025, and in this deep dive, we're diving into the key AI events from the past 24 hours. These insights come from a pretty comprehensive global AI strategy report published just yesterday. Before we dive in, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future deep dives. Okay, so let's unpack this. We've got some, incredibly fresh insights from the Strategic Intelligence Report that landed yesterday, June 16th, 2025, and it suggests AI isn't just, getting incrementally smarter. It feels like it's undergoing a really profound transformation. It's becoming astonishingly specialized, and the speed, it's unprecedented. This report, it really shines a light on three monumental shifts happening right now, reshaping the global AI landscape. First, there's this undeniable surge of specialized AI getting really deeply integrated into industries. Second, this intensified global push for AI safety and security. That's a big one. And third, the formation of these strategic alliances. Really fundamental reshaping of AI infrastructure is happening.
So our mission today really is to cut through the noise, give you the essential nuggets of knowledge, maybe some surprising facts, so you can quickly grasp the why and the what next of these developments without feeling totally overwhelmed. We'll explore what these trends mean for you, whether you're just curious, maybe a business leader, or navigating this professionally.
Yeah, and what's truly fascinating here, I think, is how clearly the report articulates this shift. It's saying AI is moving beyond just the general capabilities, the kind of explorations we've seen dominating headlines, like those big chatbots. Instead, it's about deep integration, often almost invisible, right into the core workflows of industries. And it's redefining the rules of safety, governance, and forging these really powerful platform alliances that are, reshaping the strategic high ground of tech. This marks it's not just a new phase of AI development. It feels like a new era. Strategic defense, industry fusion. It fundamentally changes how businesses operate, how we all interact with tech, every level.
That idea, strategic defense and industry fusion, it really resonates. And it leads us right into the first big shift the report talks about, this verticalization wave, where AI isn't just smarter, it's profoundly specialized, a critical shift. From being a general tool to becoming like a highly specialized industry expert. Ooh, deeply embedded in specific workflows, solving very precise business problems. This is really where AI's value is being unlocked, I think, in tangible ways that affect our lives, the economy. So where are you seeing this verticalization playing out most vividly, based on the report? What's maybe the most surprising example?
Well, it's happening across the board, but the report provides some really compelling evidence from healthcare. That seems to be a major front line. We're seeing AI moving right to the patient, taking on tasks that were traditionally very much human staff domain. Think about the partnership between Universal Health Services, UHS, a big provider, and Hippocratic AI. They've actually deployed Hippocratic AI's generative AI agents for post-discharge patient follow-up calls. And this isn't just, background data analysis. These are AI agents directly interacting with patients after they leave the hospital.
Wow, okay. Direct interaction. That sounds revolutionary for patient care. What exactly are these AI agents doing, and what's the impact been like?
It's a profound development, really, with significant benefits. These AI agents, they conduct pretty sophisticated voice interactions. They meticulously verify medication instructions, they ask about symptom changes, and crucially, they can identify and escalate critical issues directly to human clinical staff. The impact. Since the pilot started earlier this year, it's been remarkable. They've successfully contacted thousands of patients. That dramatically increases the frequency, the consistency of monitoring after discharge.
Thousands. That's impressive.
It is. And here's the powerful metric. Patients gave an average satisfaction score of 9.0 out of 10.
9 out of 10. From an AI interaction.
Exactly. It's a significant milestone for AI in these clinical auxiliary roles. It validates that AI can genuinely reduce the burden on clinical staff, handling these, non-diagnostic but procedural tasks reliably. It lets the highly trained medical pros focus on the care that needs human empathy and complex reasoning. While the AI ensures consistent, high-volume follow-up, it's moving AI beyond data crunching into direct, supportive patient interaction, a massive leap.
It really is. Augmenting human capability, like you said, not just replacing. That's key.
Precisely. Better for stats, better for patients.
And it's not just the patient follow-up side, which is huge already. The report also points to AI enhancing customer service within healthcare, too, specifically mentioning Independence Blue Cross, or IBX. How are they using AI?
Yes, another really compelling example of AI acting as the sort of intelligent co-pilot. IDX launched a pilot back in February 2025. They're using generative AI tools to assist their customer service reps. Think about it. Over 40 reps getting help in real time to query incredibly complex medical policies, benefit info.
Mid-call, while they're talking to a member.
Exactly. Imagine a rep trying to navigate intricate policy details, maybe under pressure. This AI gives them instant, accurate answers right there. The goal, and the early signs are good, is to significantly improve first call resolution rates, which means patients get answers faster, more accurately. Less frustration, fewer repeat calls.
That makes sense.
And the internal feedback is strong too. 90% of the reps involved expressed optimism about the tool's potential. They're planning a wider rollout within 12 months. It just shows AI as this invaluable assistant for human agents, boosting efficiency, boosting accuracy in complex info retrieval, especially in a highly regulated sector like insurance, making experts even more effective.
Okay, so taking these healthcare examples together, the follow-ups, the customer service boost, what's the biggest aha moment here? The core takeaway about AI's specialized role?
I think the core insight is that AI's real power in healthcare right now isn't just big data research anymore. It's about its ability to directly streamline and enhance the human-facing operational side of care. By handling routine but critical tasks like those follow-ups or finding complex info quickly, AI frees up the human professionals, lets them focus on the truly diagnostic, the empathetic, the complex care only humans can really provide. It's a fundamental shift in how you can optimize healthcare resources. Leads to higher patient satisfaction, maybe less burnout for staff too. This is where AI stops being theoretical and becomes a tangible, life-improving tool.
It's so clear how AI is reshaping healthcare. But like you said, this isn't isolated. The report shows this same pattern, this deep specialization playing out across other major industries, creating whole new battlegrounds, particularly in, well, the pretty cutthroat worlds of marketing and telecom. What's happening there?
Indeed. These sectors aren't just adopting AI, they're actively redefining their basic infrastructure around it. It's foundational. Take the strategic partnership announced just yesterday, June 16th, between Snowflake, the cloud data platform, and Axiom, a huge marketing data player. Their collaboration is designed to build a modern, AI-driven marketing data infrastructure, and it looks set to reshape how brands interact with consumer data.
Okay, build a new infrastructure. How does that actually change the game for, say, a marketing team?
Well, this partnership aims to fundamentally disrupt what they call the black box model of traditional marketing tech. Here's the clever part, the mechanism. Axiom and its parent, IPG Group, can now deploy their proprietary data and identity tools directly within a brand customer's own Snowflake environment.
Inside the brand's own system.
Exactly, via the Snowflake native app framework. That's a big deal because it means the data and the tools processing it live securely within the brand's own data cloud. The goal is to give brands unprecedented transparency and control over their data, let them fully own and understand their customer data instead of relying on these opaque agency models. And they're leveraging Snowflake Cortex AI, that's Snowflake's managed AI service, for campaign optimization and even content generation. So this whole strategy uses AI and cloud-native tech to fundamentally reshape marketing data ownership, shifts control from agencies back to the brands. This could trigger really profound changes across the entire MarTech industry, giving brands direct power over their most valuable asset, customer insights.
That's a power shift. And in telecom, seeing something similar, but maybe more about setting standards, Amdocs, a big telecom software provider, teamed up with AWS and NVIDIA. They put out a white paper. Telecom AI verticalization. What's the significance there?
This is a really crucial forward-looking move. That white paper, it aims to define nothing less than a telecom-grade AI agent standard. And this is critical because, unlike maybe generic enterprise AI agents, this framework insists that telecom-grade agents need deep industry ontology.
What ontology?
Meaning a comprehensive, structured understanding of the specific terms, concepts, relationships unique to the telecom sector. It needs to speak the language, basically. They also need robust reasoning capabilities and seamless integration with complex telecom networks, business systems. It's not trivial. Their objective is to shift from passive support, reactive problem solving, towards proactive services, anticipating user needs, network issues before they happen. This move aims to establish a high bar, a specific standard for AI agents in telecom. It creates a competitive barrier, frankly, for new entrants, and it heavily influences the narrative around what counts as good telecom AI. It's about setting the rules of the game for highly specialized AI in that specific industry, ensuring reliability, deep functionality.
Okay, so these collaborations, driven by platform giants like Snowflake and industry leaders like Amdocs, they signal that AI verticalization is hitting a kind of standard-setting phase. The implication being that Future competition isn't just about who has the biggest general model, but who defines the industry standards and builds these robust vertical ecosystems. For people working in marketing or telecom listening now, how will these foundational shifts impact their day-to-day, do you think?
Well, these partnerships aren't just tech mashups. They're forging a new way these industries will operate. If you're in marketing, it means expecting, maybe demanding, more transparency and direct control over your data assets. You'll likely gravitate towards platforms offering that. For telecom, it suggests a future where AI agents aren't just chatbots, but deeply integrated, proactive managers of networks and customer service tools. Companies that align with these emerging standards, they'll likely gain a significant competitive edge. Those that don't adapt risk being left behind as these new vertical ecosystems solidify. It's really about building the fundamental infrastructure for the new AI-powered economy, sector by sector.
Just a quick friendly reminder to please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated with all our deep dives into the world of AI. It's fascinating how AI is specializing and reshaping these established industries. But it's not just the giants, right? The report also highlights that capital investment money is flowing really rapidly into emerging AI verticals too, particularly thinking about climate tech and fintech. What are some standard examples there?
Yeah, we're seeing strong investor confidence in solutions tackling critical real-world problems, very tangible stuff. For instance, Pano AI, they're an AI wildfire detection company. They just announced a significant $44 million Series B funding round. Giant Ventures led it. That brings their total funding to an impressive $89 million. That's a clear signal of investor appetite for AI delivering real, impactful solutions to pressing global challenges.
Wildfire detection. How exactly does Pano AI use AI for that? And what's the actual impact they're having on the ground?
Pano AI's tech is, well, it's potentially a game changer for public safety. It uses networks of high-point cameras placed strategically in vulnerable areas, combines that with advanced computer vision AI. This system gives real-time monitoring, verification, and classification of wildfires. Imagine detecting just a tiny wisp of smoke, verifying it's actually a fire, classifying its type, direction, all within minutes.
That early warning is everything.
Exactly. That speed is critical for containment before fires become catastrophic. The impact is already staggering. They currently serve nearly 30 million acres globally, protecting communities, natural resources, and commercially they've got over $100 million in contracted revenue. So Pano AI's success really proves the commercial viability of AI in public safety, climate adaptation. It offers a practical business model for AI for good initiatives. They use subscription services to utilities, governments. It's a clear case of AI tackling a critical societal problem with a sustainable, scalable business model, delivering huge societal and economic value.
That's powerful. And on the fintech side, the report mentioned Vine Financial, a startup securing seed funding for an AI-driven commercial loan platform. What's the problem they're solving?
Right. Vine Financial is going after a notoriously slow and labor-intensive process: commercial loan approvals. Their AI-driven platform is designed to accelerate these processes for banks, credit unions, while also improving accuracy and, importantly, auditability. Anyone who's dealt with commercial loans knows the piles of paperwork, the extensive due diligence.
Oh, yeah.
Vine Financial's AI aims to streamline all that, make it faster, more reliable. This funding reflects strong investor confidence in AI's potential there, enhancing efficiency, reducing risk within the highly regulated financial industry. It shows investors are keenly backing solutions that solve these deep, often inefficient problems in traditional sectors. They see AI as a powerful tool to de-risk and speed up financial operations.
So the key takeaway here for investors, it seems, isn't just invest in AI. It's that the market is really prioritizing proven, tangible ROI over maybe more speculative general AI. This feels like a fundamental shift. These specialized applications are becoming the real battleground for value creation, the most promising targets for significant returns. It's about more than the tech itself. It's the real-world problems AI can solve, the value it generates. Saving lives from fires, streamlining finance.
Precisely. Investors are looking for those clear use cases with...
Okay, so AI is getting incredibly specialized, deeply embedded, undeniably powerful. But, as they say, with great power comes, well, great responsibility, or at least great scrutiny. And this brings us neatly to the second monumental trend from the report. This global, urgent push for AI safety and security. The world is clearly grappling with how to keep this technology safe. The report details some significant shifts in U.S. policy, elevating AI security to a national strategic level.
Yeah.
What's the core shift happening on the policy front?
Yeah, this isn't just about technical safeguards anymore. It's clearly about geopolitics, national strategy. The policy moves on June 16th really underscore a critical reevaluation of how nations view and manage the risks of advanced AI. On the federal level in the U.S., we're seeing the emergence of, well, a new national security frontier. With the introduction of the Advanced AI Security Readiness Act, it's a bipartisan bill coming from U.S. House members, including from the House Select Committee on the Chinese Communist Party. That context gives it a certain urgency, a certain focus.
An AI Security Readiness Act. What does that actually mandate? And what's driving it?
Well, connecting this to the bigger picture, this legislation looks like a major evolution in U.S. AI national strategy. It mandates the AI Safety Center, which is under the National Security Agency, the NSA, to develop an AI security playbook.
A playbook from the NSA.
Right. And this playbook has 3 core objectives. First, systematically identify security vulnerabilities and threat vectors pathways for attack in U.S. AI systems, especially critical data centers, frontier model developers. Second, it's tasked with formulating specific cyber and physical security strategies against cyber attacks, espionage, tech theft targeting these systems. And third, it will establish clear criteria for deep government intervention in the development or oversight of highly sensitive AI systems.
Intervention. That sounds significant.
It is. And the stated motivation is explicitly framed as a response to what the bill calls aggressive coveting of advanced U.S. AI technology by foreign adversaries like China. The goal is stated as reinforcing U.S. global leadership through fortified tech defenses. This feels like a shift in U.S. strategy, moving from primarily delaying competitors, maybe for export controls, to actively fortifying domestic defenses. Acknowledging blocking alone isn't enough. And assigning the NSA, a top intelligence agency, signals that AI security is now considered on par with traditional national security. This suggests future, potentially much stricter compliance for U.S. AI leaders, possibly classifying them as critical infrastructure.
Critical infrastructure like power grids or banks.
Potentially. It implies companies developing those frontier AI models or providing significant cloud infrastructure might soon face unprecedented government oversight and security requirements, fundamentally changing how they operate. This is about building a robust, resilient AI ecosystem from within, not just keeping external threats out.
So, for you, the listener, this demonstrates a really significant reevaluation of national security in this age of AI. It highlights potential increased government oversight, stricter security requirements for AI developers, cloud providers. It impacts how AI gets built, how it gets deployed. Across the board, it's a fundamental shift in how the nation views its tech assets. A signal the stakes are incredibly high. Advanced AI is seen as a strategic asset needing top-level protection.
Absolutely. And it will inevitably reshape the operational environment for AI companies, compelling them to integrate security from the ground up, not as an afterthought.
But while the feds are focusing on national security, we're also seeing action at the state level. Regulation taking the lead. In a way, New York State, for instance, just passed comprehensive AI safety regulations. The Responsible AI Safety and Education Act, or RAISE Act. It's waiting for the governor's signature now. It's a big step, isn't it?
It's truly pioneering legislation. Makes New York the first state to pass such comprehensive AI safety rules. The scope is significant, too. It directly targets large AI developers, those using over $100 million in compute resources for model training. So think OpenAI, Google, Anthropic, the big players. And the core requirements are quite stringent. It mandates companies develop and publish safety protocols. It requires assessment of models for catastrophic risks, potential misuse in bioweapons, automated crime, things like that.
Wow.
Yeah. And it demands disclosure if models are stolen or show dangerous, unintended behavior. Crucially, it empowers the New York State Attorney General to impose civil penalties, up to $30 million for violations. That sends a very strong signal.
Now, supporters call it common sense legislation. But the report notes concerns from VCs, some AI practitioners. They seem worried that broad regulations, high fines could stifle innovation, maybe burden smaller startups disproportionately. What's your take on that tension?
That's the critical question, isn't it? What does New York's RAISE Act mean for the broader U.S. regulatory landscape? It absolutely signals a potential fragmentation of AI regulation, creating this complex compliance web of differing state laws while the federal debate continues. For AI companies, this could mean navigating multiple, potentially conflicting regulatory frameworks across states. That significantly increases compliance costs, legal risks.
Imagine trying to comply with different rules in New York, California, maybe Texas. all at once.
Exactly. It could become a major operational headache, especially for companies aiming for nationwide deployment, potentially slowing down innovation just due to the complexity of compliance. This tension, fostering innovation versus ensuring public safety, isn't unique to AI, of course. We've seen it before. The challenge is finding that balance, a regulatory approach that protects the public without inadvertently stifling the very innovation it seeks to govern. The RAISE Act is a bold first step by New York, but it certainly opens a new chapter in the regulatory conversation that AI companies will have to navigate very carefully.
Yeah, this legislative patchwork could definitely make developing and deploying AI in the U.S. much more complicated. It really underscores that ongoing tension between pushing innovation forward and ensuring public safety.
Yeah.
It's a delicate balance states are now trying to strike on their own, and those guardrails are going up fast. Ignoring them seems like a critical mistake for any organization using AI seriously. Okay, so AI is getting specialized, regulations are emerging fast, but what's happening underneath all this? At the very foundation of AI development, the report highlights some really clever strategic alliances forming. Platform and infrastructure companies solidifying their positions through collaborations, powering this whole wave of vertical AI.
This is such a critical area. These foundational layers enable the entire AI ecosystem to function, right? And the strategic alliances being formed by data intelligence platforms like Databricks are particularly telling. They reveal this ambition to be a central, kind of unifying force in the AI landscape, recognizing that data, the volume, the complexity is the real fuel here.
Databricks, for example, making big moves to deepen alliances with major cloud providers. They even launched their own AI agent building toolkit, AgentBricks. How does this strategy position Databricks in this evolving AI market?
Well, what's fascinating here is Databricks' clear ambition to be a sort of neutral core platform for the whole AI era. They've significantly expanded their cloud partnerships, deeper native integration with Microsoft Azure AI Foundry and Power Platform, and a new strategic product partnership with Google Cloud, bringing Google's powerful Gemini models natively onto the Databricks platform.
Native integration.
Yeah.
That sounds useful for customers.
It's immense. Customers can securely invoke Gemini models using their sensitive enterprise data directly within the Databricks environment, and, importantly, pay under their existing Databricks contracts. This positioning means Databricks cleverly avoids direct infrastructure competition with the big cloud players like AWS, Azure, Google Cloud. Instead, it attracts enterprise clients by offering this top-layer platform, one that seamlessly integrates best-in-class data processing with multi-model choice. The launch of AgentBricks, their toolkit for building AI agents, further extends their reach into AI application development. It really positions Databricks to play a kind of Switzerland-like role in the complex AI supply chain, acting as this indispensable intermediary that simplifies access and integration for enterprises dealing with diverse data and model requirements.
So that indicates a clear move towards more integrated, more flexible AI development environments. For businesses, this could mean easier access to powerful AI models, data processing capabilities, without getting locked into just one cloud provider. It simplifies the complexity.
Exactly. It's all about providing choice and flexibility, but within a secure, unified environment for data and AI operations. That's going to be a huge value proposition for enterprises grappling with the sheer proliferation of AI models and cloud services. Offers a streamlined path to AI adoption.
Okay, moving to another fascinating area that hits the bottom line, AI-powered cloud optimization. The report highlights a startup called Sedai, just secured a successful $20 million Series B funding round. What does Sedai do, and why is this so critical for AI deployment?
This raises that interesting question. Can AI manage AI more effectively than humans can? Sedai's success points to a significant new direction, using AI to manage the complexity and, importantly, the cost of AI deployments themselves. Their platform uses AI agents to autonomously manage and optimize customer cloud infrastructure. Think about the sheer scale of cloud resources needed to train and run these large AI models. It's enormous. Sedai's platform claims it can reduce Kubernetes cluster costs by up to 65%. Kubernetes manages the software containers running AI apps in the cloud.
65% reduction, that's huge.
Massive savings for any organization running complex AI workloads at scale. And the new funds. They'll expand platform capabilities, autonomous optimization for LLM applications, GPU clusters, and AI-driven orchestration services for data platforms like Databricks and Snowflake. Sedai's success isn't just about cutting cloud bills, though. It's a profound glimpse into AI's potential for self-optimization. The core insight might be that as AI systems grow exponentially, AI itself becomes maybe the only viable solution to manage their own spiraling complexity and cost. It's like a meta AI revolution. Frees up human talent from tedious maintenance to focus on innovation.
So as AI adoption scales up, the underlying infrastructure gets incredibly complex, incredibly expensive. Solutions like SIDI promise to make deployment, maintenance far more efficient, cost-effective, benefiting businesses of all sizes. It's AI applying its own smarts to manage itself. That's pretty cool and really unlocks efficiency.
It's a very meta application of AI, isn't it? Leveraging its capabilities to optimize the very environments where AI itself thrives. This approach tackles one of the biggest bottlenecks to widespread AI adoption: the high operational costs and the sheer complexity of managing AI at scale. Lets engineering teams focus on building new things, not just keeping the lights on.
Right. Okay. Beyond these really big trends, the specialization, the regulation, the infrastructure plays the report also gives us these fascinating glimpses into how AI is shaping corporate strategies globally, and even pushing the boundaries of academic research. It seems to be everywhere.
These are those subtle, maybe, but significant signals. They show how deeply integrated AI is becoming, not just in specific industries, but in global corporate decision-making, fundamental knowledge creation. Highlights the sheer breadth of AI's influence.
Let's start with Meta's India strategy. The report highlights Meta appointing Arun Srinivas as the new India Managing Director and Head, effective July 1st, 2025. Srinivas previously headed Meta's ad business in India. What's the significance of this leadership appointment for Meta's global AI strategy?
Well, this appointment really underscores Meta's commitment to localizing its global AI strategy, and India is obviously a critical growth market. Srinivas will now lead Meta's overall business, innovation, revenue strategy in the region, and Meta leadership specifically highlighted this move aims to drive investment and growth in key areas: AI, Reels, business messaging. They noted India's significant lead in AI application adoption, so promoting an ad business leader. It suggests a strong, direct link between Meta's AI strategy and commercialization, aiming for direct revenue growth through AI integration, leveraging India's dynamic digital landscape, its burgeoning AI talent pool. It's a strategic move to capitalize.
So it shows how these global tech giants are really tailoring their AI strategies to specific regional markets, often with a very clear commercial objective. It indicates where we might see rapid AI adoption and innovation, particularly in emerging economies. It's about understanding unique market dynamics, consumer behaviors in different regions, adapting AI solutions to fit those contexts. This regional focus feels like a crucial component now.
Absolutely. The future of AI isn't just being developed in labs and a few tech hubs, right? It's being deployed, refined in diverse markets globally. And leaders like Srinivas are critical to making that localized success happen.
And shifting to the academic research front, some truly fascinating developments mentioned. In clinical AI, the University of Maine looked at AI model performance versus human clinicians in complex, sensitive medical cases. Meanwhile, Emory University developed an AI tool published in JAMA Network Open, no less, to help hospitals prevent dangerous C. diff infections by guiding antibiotic use. What do these examples tell us about AI's direction in medicine?
These cases really highlight the academic commitment to applying AI to very specific, often high-stakes clinical challenges. And there's a strong emphasis on rigorous evaluation. Efficacy, safety, absolutely crucial for real-world medical integration. The University of Maine's work speaks to that ongoing effort to define where AI can augment, maybe even potentially surpass, human diagnostic capabilities, especially in nuanced scenarios. Emory's development is particularly impactful. C. diff infections are a major hospital problem, often linked to inappropriate antibiotic use.
Right, a serious issue.
Definitely. So their AI tool, by guiding antibiotic stewardship, directly aims to improve public health outcomes, tackling critical issues like antibiotic resistance, patient safety, and the publication in a top peer-reviewed journal like JAMA Network Open. That validates the scientific rigor, underscores the growing acceptance of AI as a legitimate, evidence-based tool in clinical decision-making. These aren't just theoretical exercises, they're direct efforts to improve public health using AI.
And it's not just medicine. AI's influence is expanding way beyond STEM into the humanities, social sciences. The University of Illinois, for example. Their scholars participated in a new book exploring how AI is reshaping cultural heritage. What kind of applications are we seeing there?
Yeah, this new book brings together a really diverse group. Experts from libraries, archives, museums, digital humanities, computer science. They're discussing fascinating applications. Using computer vision, even large language models like ChatGPT, in digitizing cultural records. Imagine AI being used to rapidly transcribe ancient manuscripts, identify patterns in huge art collections, maybe even help reconstruct damaged historical texts.
Wow, that opens up possibilities.
Really does. It demonstrates AI's expanding influence beyond those traditional STEM fields, opening up entirely new ways to understand, preserve, and make accessible vast amounts of human history and culture. It's about leveraging AI to unlock insights from historical texts, artifacts, artworks, creating new ways for us to engage with our past, democratizing access to knowledge that was previously hidden or just hard to get to.
These research examples really illustrate AI's immense potential, both for improving public health outcomes and revolutionizing how we interact with and preserve human history, culture. Highlights its broad societal impact. It's remarkable how diverse AI's applications are becoming. Every facet of human endeavor, it seems.
It's a real testament to AI's versatility, I think. From highly technical medical applications to the nuanced interpretation of cultural artifacts, AI is proving to be this powerful tool that transcends traditional disciplinary boundaries, fostering interdisciplinary collaboration, accelerating discovery across the board.
So, bringing this all together, expert, what does this all mean? For you, the listener, whether you're investing, running a business, or just trying to stay curious about the future, the report synthesizes these trends into some really sharp strategic advice, actionable insights, recommendations.
Right, this is where we connect the dots. The report isn't just analyzing what happened yesterday, it's about what you should do with this knowledge. It distills these complex dynamics into clearer strategic imperatives, offers a kind of roadmap for navigating this new AI reality.
Okay, first up, investment strategy. The report says focus on vertical applications and enabling tools. The biggest growth opportunities are apparently shifting, moving away from just general foundational models towards highly specialized vertical AI applications, solving specific industry problems, healthcare, telecom, climate tech, like we discussed. How should investors approach this shift?
This is crucial, I think. It's no longer about simply placing bets on the largest general AI models anymore. The real economic value is increasingly found in how AI is tailored to specific sectors, making precise, impactful solutions. At the same time, platforms like Databricks and Snowflake and those optimization tools like Sedai, the ones powering these applications, they also offer significant investment value. The recommendation is to build what they call a dumbbell portfolio, robust platforms and infrastructure on one end, high-growth vertical applications on the other.
A dumbbell portfolio. Interesting visual.
It is. This strategy acknowledges that while that foundational layer provides stability, broad utility, the truly explosive growth is likely to come from specialized applications solving niche, high-value problems within specific industries. So, this guides your understanding of where innovation and investment are concentrating in the AI space, offers a clearer picture of the most promising areas for growth, for impact. It's a very practical framework for navigating the AI investment landscape, looking at where AI provides measurable, concrete benefits, enabling new efficiencies or services that were impossible or just too expensive before.
Makes sense. Okay, next, enterprise strategy. The report issues a strong call to action here. Embrace verticalization, reconstruct workflows. It urges traditional enterprises to actively integrate AI into their core business processes, not just observe from the sidelines. But are businesses truly ready, do you think? Ready to rethink their entire operational structure around AI? Or are many still seeing it as just a bolt-on solution?
That is the critical question, isn't it? And the report definitely stresses fundamental transformation, not just tinkering. The key focus here isn't necessarily on every business developing its own proprietary AI models. That's not feasible for most. It's about identifying and adopting suitable vertical AI solutions to address specific, often long-standing pain points. Think customer service bottlenecks, marketing inefficiencies we talked about, supply chain vulnerabilities. Businesses should view AI not merely as a technology purchase, but as this opportunity to fundamentally restructure workflows, enhance efficiency. This involves a profound shift in mindset, moving beyond just incremental improvements to actually reimagining how work gets done from the ground up, leveraging AI to unlock new levels of productivity, innovation.
So for professionals listening, this means a shift in strategic thinking. It's not just buying AI tools, it's fundamentally redesigning how work gets done. That presents challenges, sure, but also enormous opportunities for efficiency.
Exactly. Huge opportunities for gains that could redefine entire industries. Those who embrace this transformation proactively, they'll likely be the ones who thrive in this new AI-powered economy. It's about strategic agility, a willingness to adapt core business models.
Okay, third strategic area, risk management. The advice is, Be prepared to navigate regulatory fragmentation and new security norms. New York's RAISE Act signals this coming multi-rule era for AI regulation in the U.S. What are the practical implications for companies facing this?
Well, connecting this to the bigger picture again, the legal and operational landscape for AI is just becoming significantly more intricate. There's no way around it. Companies operating across multiple states must prepare for complex, potentially conflicting compliance requirements. That's a given. Additionally, that Advanced AI Security Readiness Act we discussed, it means AI security is becoming a non-negotiable constraint, especially for businesses handling critical infrastructure or sensitive data. They could face much stricter national security reviews. Proactive risk management, robust legal counsel, they're going to be indispensable.
So let's move fast and break things.
Definitely. It means conducting thorough risk assessments, developing comprehensive compliance frameworks, staying constantly updated on rapidly evolving laws, federal and state. The days of simply developing AI without deep consideration for its societal and security implications, those days are rapidly drawing to a close.
It's a vital heads-up, then, about this increasing regulatory complexity. Understanding this landscape is crucial for anyone involved in developing AI, deploying it, even just interacting with AI systems. It's not just tech anymore, it's legal, ethical guardrails going up fast.
They are, and navigating them successfully will be key.
Finally, the report touches on talent layout. It emphasizes a critical shift away from purely model experts toward what it calls industry plus AI composite talent. As AI verticalizes, what does this mean for skill development, for the future of the AI job market?
What's fascinating here, I think, is that shift. Away from the pure technical AI expert towards someone who can bridge the gap. Bridge AI capabilities and specific domain challenges, that's where the real value creation will happen. As AI gets deeply embedded in specific industries, the demand shifts from pure algorithm, model research experts towards these hybrid talents, people who understand both deep industry knowledge and AI applications. Companies really need to adjust their talent strategies, enhance existing employee AI skills upskilling, and collaborate with universities to cultivate this kind of cross-disciplinary talent.
So creating people who speak both languages, essentially.
Yeah, exactly. Creating a workforce that not only understands how AI works, but more importantly, understands how to apply it effectively within the nuanced realities of a particular industry. This might mean upskilling your current domain experts in AI, or bringing AI specialists up to speed on industry-specific knowledge. It's that fusion of expertise that will drive the next wave of innovation. This composite talent will be invaluable in identifying those precise, high-impact vertical applications we talked about earlier. They're the ones who will truly unlock AI's potential within specific sectors.
That provides really critical insight into the future of the AI job market, skill development. If you're looking to enter or advance in the AI field, combining that domain expertise, whatever your field is, with AI knowledge, that looks like it's going to be your true superpower, being that translator between the technology and the real-world problem. Someone who could articulate how AI can address genuine needs in a specific sector.
That ability to translate and connect, that will absolutely be the most sought-after skill.
So this deep dive into the June 16th report, it really clearly shows us that AI isn't just getting smarter in some abstract way. It's getting more ingrained in everything, more regulated, more interconnected than ever before. It's just a rapidly evolving landscape. Understanding the nuances of these shifts, the specialization, the security focus, the alliances, that's going to be key to unlocking AI's full potential. And navigating its challenges. This transition from general AI curiosity to specialized, regulated, strategically allied AI, it feels like the defining trend of this moment.
It really does. It changes everything, from investment decisions to talent development and, critically, how we approach safety and governance.
So as AI continues to specialize, become more deeply integrated into every aspect of our lives. Here's a final thought for you, our listener. What specific area do you think will be most profoundly transformed by its vertical application in the next year? And what new challenge, or maybe ethical question, do you anticipate will arise from that specific transformation?
That's a crucial question for all of us to ponder, isn't it? The speed of this change dictates we have to anticipate not just the benefits, but also the emergent complexities. It's not just about what AI can do anymore, but how we responsibly integrate it into the fabric of society.
We really encourage you to reflect on these insights. Consider how these trends might impact your own industries, your own interests. Continue your own deep dives, stay curious, and keep exploring the ongoing evolution of AI with us. Where complex AI gets clear, this is AI Relativity. Please remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.